Okay, today we're going to build a GIF from a base photograph. So you can download this start image, but you could create your own. I just basically created a new document, put a portrait on it, and then added this kind of like speech or thought bubble to it. So you could totally build that yourself from complete scratch. I'm going to give you the base image to work with today. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to actually duplicate the background layer 2 times. So I'm going to do Command J, Command J. So now we're going to have 3 different copies of the exact same base image that we're starting with. So now everybody can do something different. So we're going to do what is he thinking about. So I'm going to just do food. You could do whatever as long as it's appropriate. So I'm going to now go to Chrome. I'm going to do just a Google search for a few different types of food. So I'm going to do Chick-fil-A. Okay, spelled that wrong. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this looks pretty good. So I'm going to bring this into Photoshop. I'm going to drag it down to PS on the dock so it opens into a new tab. And then I'm going to go back. I'm just going to select all 3 foods at once here. I'm going to go, let's do Taco Bell. We'll do 3 fast foods. And I'm looking for images that I think will be easy to select. And then we'll go back and do one more, and let's do McDonald's. Of course, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be fast food. It could be other ideas. So I'm bringing all 3 of these separately into Photoshop. So I'm going to start with my first one, and I'm going to be eliminating the background. So I'm going to try a couple different things. I'm going to try the object selection first, draw a box around it, and see how well that works. Not too good. So I'm going to deselect, and I'm going to try the magic wand tool. Okay, I think that's going to be a little bit better, and then I'm just going to clean it up with the quick selection tool on the plus. Or actually the minus, sorry, my mistake. Okay. Now I'm toggling back and forth as I clean this up. From plus to minus. Okay, that's pretty good. Let me just get a little bit more. All right, now I'm going to copy, Command or Control C, or edit, copy. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I copy, I'm going to unlock the background and hit delete. And now I'm going to deselect, and now I will do edit, copy. I was a little ahead of myself. I'm going to switch back to my start image, and I'm going to paste. Grab the move tool. The shortcut for the move tool is V. And then I'm going to do edit free transform or Command T, shrink that down. And I'm going to put that right inside there, hit the check mark to confirm my transformation, and then I'm going to merge these 2 layers in the layer panel together. So I'm going to hold down Command, click on the top layer and my Chick-fil-A, and then I'm going to do Command E to merge together. Now I'm done with that one, so I'm going to hide it for now, and I'm going to click on layer 1. Actually, I'm going to name this Chick-fil-A just so I don't forget. Now I'm going to go to layer 1 and I'm going to go to my Taco Bell. Now, oh look, I got lucky on this one. It doesn't have a background, so I'm simply going to do edit copy, switch to my start image, and edit paste, or command or control V as in victory, and grab that move tool. I'm going to put that right inside. Perfect. That was so easy. Now I've got my Taco Bell right here in my layer panel in layer 1. I'm going to hold down command, click to highlight both of the layers at the same time and merge together with command or control E. I'm going to name this one Taco Bell. I encourage you to choose your own imagery. I'm going to hide this Taco Bell image and click on my background image here. And I'm going to go and get my McDonald's. Ooh, that's kind of pixelated. Okay, so now I'm going to eliminate that background. I'm going to try and do it with the magic wand tool. That I think is going to work pretty well. I'm going to unlock the background layer, hit delete to remove the background, which will leave us with the checkerboard, which indicates transparency. I'm going to deselect, shortcut command D as in dog, or control D if you're on the PC. And I'm going to do edit copy, switch to my start image, and edit paste. Now I'm going to grab the move tool. Shortcut for the move tool is V as in victory. And I'm going to do free transform to make my McDonald's that a little bit larger. And then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to name this layer, well, actually I'm going to merge together first. So I'm going to hold down command, click on both layers, and do command E or control E if you're on a PC to merge these together. And I'm going to name this McDonald's. Okay, with all my layers done and labeled, I'm going to turn the visibility on for all of them, and now I'm going to put this into a GIF. So I'm going to pull up my timeline. So I'm going to go Window, Timeline. So here I have my timeline running across the bottom. Now remember, I have two choices with the menu here. I have a Create Video or Create Frame Animation. So we're going to do the Create Frame Animation. So this will turn into a button. I'm going to actually click on the button, which will then give me the frames. At this point, I'm going to go to the top right corner of my timeline, click on the little menu button, which are the little lines, and I'm going to do Make Frames from Layers. Okay, when this goes down, you're going to notice it's backwards, so you want to reverse the frames. Again, this is the part everybody always forgets. In this case, it doesn't matter so much the order, but I am going to reverse them. So back to the menu, reverse frames. And now it's time. You can click to make sure they're in the order that you want. You could just drag and move them around down here in the timeline as well. Now we're going to hold down command, click on all to select them all, and I'm going to put how long I want them to play for, do my timing, and I'm going to put my looping on forever. I'm going to do my preview, hit the play button. Looks pretty good. Now it's time to save. I have to remember to save it for the web, which is under Edit, I'm sorry, wrong one, File, Export, Save for Web Legacy. This is always if we're saving for the web. If we would save this normally, it would just look like a photo and it would not play. So File, Export, Save for Web. When the dialog box pops up, we're going to come down to our image size. I'm going to use 400 for my width because these two are linked here by the chain. When I change my width, the height will automatically change in relation to what I put for the width. If I unlink them, I could adjust them independently. Then I'm going to hit Save. At this point, I'm going to name this Food Choices. You can name it whatever you want. I'm going to save it either to my desktop or my downloads so that I can easily find it. And then I'm going to hit Save. Now, when we go to look for that in my downloads, I've got a lot happening.
Good morning, Chiefs, and pardon the interruption. At this time, teachers, if you received an email for students on leave today for the Herff Jones ring ceremony, please dismiss those students now. to the pack using the side door. Again, if you received a leave from Mr. Krupa for the Herff Jones ring ceremony, please dismiss those students now to the pack using the side door. Thank you.
Okay, when I'm looking for it, I've got, I can tell this is the one. If I simply double click on it, it's going to open like this and it will not play. So if I want to actually view it as it will play, I have to highlight it so it's in blue, hit your space bar, and then you should see a little preview of what it will look like on the web. When you upload it to Google Classroom, check to make sure it's playing in your preview. That's how you know you did it right and you're getting credit. If it is not playing as an animation, you need to recheck how you saved it so you get credit.